2022 has been a rollercoaster ride for Malaysia. The year began with the country facing one of the horrendous floods, which resulted in at least 50 reported deaths. Malaysians face many highs and lows in 2022. The issue with chicken supply, price hikes, depreciation of ringgit, and rising cost of living has become one of the core events that have wounded the public. Subsequently, the catalyst of the public woes started from the Russian-Ukraine war that occurred in February, which has impacted the global supply chain, including the US. The major impact of the Russia-Ukraine war can be felt directly in the crude oil prices due to Russia being one of the biggest crude oil exporters in the nation. The war has also triggered a hike in input prices, which led to a surge in chicken prices during May and June due to the high demand in festive seasons. Following the same trend with chicken, the local red chili prices have also experienced a surge aside from it being constantly higher compared to the imported red chilies. The US economy is now facing extra high inflation due to excessive money supply in the market derived from the policies implemented during the pandemic. To confront inflation, the US government has increased the federal rate, which has been increased starting from March 2022, resulting in many countries following the same footsteps. Evidently, the ringgit depreciation has started in May 2022, although a significant spark occurred in late October, possibly due to the parliament dissolvement. As a repercussion of the increase in the US federal rate, Bank Negara Malaysia has also implemented a hike in the overnight policy rate following the US Fed move to increase their rate, although it is relatively low. While the Russia-Ukraine war has impacted food prices, however, according to the Department of Statistics, the inflation rate for Malaysia is relatively lower compared to other countries. While many economic crises occurred prior to the last quarter of 2022, a major political shift in the government has become the focal point of 2022. In November, the general election has been associated directly with the flood topic as shown in the data. It appears that Ismail Sabri Yaakob has become the top influencer for the topic due to his position as the then Prime Minister. Looking at the data further, it shows that the top organization for the flood topic is mainly filled with political organizations as shown in the analytics. However, once the polling day ended, the country for the first time faced a hung parliament where not a single coalition had the requisite simple majority of 112 MPs to govern the country. Nonetheless, the talk of hung parliament sparked prior to polling day. Few analysts have forecasted that the GE15 would not produce a simple majority but a hung parliament instead. However, the country managed to prevent the hung parliament from worsening due to the wisdom of the Yang di-Pertuan Agong. The Agong has proposed a unity government in which all political parties shall join hands for the future of Malaysia. The Agong had given his consent to the formation of the unity government led by Anwar Ibrahim, the Pakatan Harapan's president. Anwar Ibrahim received a significant spike of media exposure on the 24th November once it was announced that he is the 10th Prime Minister. The suggestion made by the Agong was accepted by Pakatan Harapan, Barisan Nasional, Sarawak's GPS, Sabah's GRS, and a few others except for Perikatan Nasional. Looking ahead, the formation of the unity government will allow better management of the country, especially in terms of economy. The OECD has projected world economic growth in 2023 to 2024 to be slower than earlier projections, down to 2.9% compared to 5.7% in 2021. These projections are based on three factors, which are slow recovery from the impact of the Russia-Ukraine war, inflation, and the cost of living crisis. Simultaneously, Malaysia's economy is projected to also slow down in 2023. Malaysia's Ministry of Finance, in its 2023 Economic Outlook report, projected the country's GDP growth of 4 to 5% for 2023. Meanwhile, 2022's economic growth was forecasted much higher at 6.5 to 7%. With a stable government now in place, the focus has been laid upon the strength, capability, and credibility of Anwar Ibrahim to navigate Malaysia's journey in 2023 as the investors' confidence has started to increase, signifying a promising outlook for the nation.